into the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
180. 56. Come off the ball. Kill.
On first down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Niners 14, Rams 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're rocking.
Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 65.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
One, Omaha.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Rams take over.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
At their
Let's go.
15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Gurley again here on 1st down. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 31-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home.
and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on second down. Goff. Look at this spin.
Balance.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180! 43 is the mic, boy, 43.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll find Everett there, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Rams.
What? 20.
Out of the gun. Gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
This will be taken in at the 1.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to air one out. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Goff. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
56 to Mike. Hey, 2. 56. Watch the slant. Come on, 56.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20.
Mike, coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Stay hot. Stay hot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
7-yard line.
Hey, gun.
Go, go now.
11.
Buzz.
Stay hot.
Mike's 43.
Stay hot.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Deebo Samuel.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their number 1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Back. Kill.
Stay hot.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
White.
58, boy, 58, 58.
Smooth.
So don't say nothing. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey, alert.
Right over there. Yeah.
Get hot.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Lucky. Deuce. Check nine.
21. Here we go.
Switch.
21. Hey, gun. Six.
Now Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Here we go.
Check, 43. Hey, we got to get to the ball, Jim.
White. I got this.
Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I'm going back to you.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got it.
And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
21.
43's the mic.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check safety, check safety. Check 4. Watch out.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
65. 12. 11.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 85 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got him. Hey, check.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Time to go, night. 56 to Mike.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jarrett Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go. It's Gurley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tackle. Shift.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount